Hello, my lovely little pencil sniffers. I think this video will be perfect for you if you are a pencil sniffer. Oh, it's a running joke in the coloring community about how much we all love to sniff our pencils when we get them, the brand new smell of wooden barreled pencils, and just how much enjoyment it brings us to sniff our pencils. And if that is something that you do enjoy, I have quite a few sets of pencils to show you today. I thought I would go over my entire colored pencil collection. I believe this will be a series of videos. I'm thinking possibly 3, maybe 2, but pretty sure I'm leaning toward 3. We are going to go over the pencils, and they're not really in any particular order. They're just in the order that I have them on my shelves and in my coloring cart, and what was like readily available firsthand to grab, which is generally the ones that I reach for more often, but not necessarily. So we are going to get started. I'm going to start with these. These are the Faber-Castell Polychromos 120 set. Yes, they are in the tin. I know that's weird. Like, I'm a case person, but I purchased these last year. Probably, I'd have to look. I got them from Blick online, and I believe I ordered them in like September or August, somewhere around that time. I don't remember exactly. So I haven't had them for a full year. I was wanting a set for a very long time, and I did have some open stock, but I didn't have a full set. So I thought I would treat myself, and I did. And I have a little shelf on my desk. It's right under the surface of my desk, and it's a very like thin, narrow shelf, and this slides right perfectly underneath. The whole tin just fits really well in there, so I just left them. There are 3 trays here. I'm sure most of you are familiar with Polychromos. 3 trays. If you see that there are some missing, it's because I've got them in a cup where I'm working on something currently with them. But yeah, 3 trays here. Whoops. And I can smell the wood. I can smell the pencils as I take them out of the case. But I'm fairly new to the Polychromos. I don't really have a lot of experience with them. I had purchased some open stock over the years, and was not really using them that much, but I used them enough to know that I was interested in getting in the full set, and so I did. And I have I've been using them. I've been learning to get the hang of them. I have colored a couple things with them recently, and I'm excited to continue to practice with them. I'm not super familiar with them. I don't know a lot of the color combinations that I like yet, because I just haven't used them enough to know. But if you watched a haul video that I had a while back, excuse me, it was probably it was a while ago, I told you that I had gotten a really good deal from a friend of mine that had stopped coloring. She got rid of her entire coloring collection, basically. And she offered me a fantastic deal on some Polychromos, and I actually bought 2 more sets. So I have 3 sets of the 120, and I'm glad to have them. I got a really good deal on the extra 2 sets. She basically gave them to me, buy one, got one free. But and I do go through, like when I sharpen them down, you know, I go through them. But really excited to have these. Glad to know that they're in my collection. I was really excited to get them. And yeah, gonna use them more in the future. So that is my 120 set of Faber-Castell Polychromos, and I am just gonna attempt to slide these right back in my spot without knocking the camera over. There we go. The next set of pencils is kind of funny. So it is these rainbow pencils. I grabbed them because they were just tucked into a space right up front, and I reached for these. These are, I can't remember what the brand is, but my husband got these for me for my birthday or Christmas one year, I don't know. And all they are, well, I'm not going to take them out because I have one right here handy. All they are is just a wooden pencil, and they have a rainbow tip. I don't know. I can't see good. Can you guys see this? Rainbow tip, where there are all these different colors in one. There's like yellow, green, blue, Reggie Biv, right? All the colors. And these are very cheap. I actually am going to include these in my part 2 video of inexpensive coloring supplies. But this is a pack of 24, and I believe they're like $7.99 or something. And I love using these when I want to color, but I don't know what I want to color, and I don't want to pick a color palette or anything. And I'm going to show you an example of them. This is in Carla Magana's Cosmetica Synthetica coloring book, and this is a page I colored with them. So you have all the colors, and I just like, her hair is basically just strokes, the pencil stroke of the rainbow. And then with her face, I started it with the rainbow pencils, and then I kind of use my Prismacolors to smooth and blend out certain areas. But her hair, this is what it looks like if you just use pencil strokes, because you never know what you're going to get. You don't know what it's going to turn out like. And I love that. I love the chaos of that. It really appeals to me. So yeah, that was I guess it's just called Cosmetica. Oh, the other one is Aesthetica Synthetica. Sorry. So this one was just Cosmetica. But yeah, I really, really enjoy those pencils quite a bit. And they're very inexpensive. And I don't know. I just really, really like them. So they are a winner chicken dinner in my book. And I will leave links to everything in the description section below. All right. The next thing we have for you guys to show you is my tried and true favorite in the beat up case that I've had forever. These are the Prismacolor Premier 150 set. So these are my favorite pencils. I love Prismacolors. They are like a second skin to me, basically. I reach for them and I feel very comfortable with them, confident with them. They're all a mess in here because I take them out and put them in wherever. There's no rhyme or reason. And I just love these. I love my Prismacolors. A lot of these in here I've already used up and replaced because they got too worn down. I don't go for the grays very often. As you can see, I had an extra stash of colorless blenders, so I stuck them in there. But I just love my Prismacolors. I love them. I absolutely 100% love them. The yellows and the oranges especially are my favorites to work with. Blues are my least favorite. I struggle with the blues a little bit in the Prismacolors, but I love the yellows and the oranges. These lighter blues here kind of trouble me a little bit. But I'm good with the greens and the oranges and the reds and the pinks. It's just the blues and the grays kind of, I struggle with those. But other than that, I love my Prismacolors. Absolutely love them. So a lot of people in the video I did about the budget coloring supplies said that they cannot afford Prismacolors. And I'll tell you, in the beginning, when I first started coloring years ago, I was a little bit hesitant to purchase them because they are so expensive. And I believe the very first set I started out with was this 48 set. Now, I still had the tin for this because I was using this one when I got my 150 set, and then I had ones in here that I kind of just used as like backups or whatever, or I would switch out. Let me open them here. So these are like odds and ends. They have come from like Hobby Lobby. Some of them are Michael's. Some of them were in, there's a dog here. Some of them were already in the set that haven't been used yet. But these are backups. And I will say this. If you are really wanting a set of Prismacolors and you don't want to spend the money, I would suggest the best time to get Prismacolors is either Black Friday or around back to school. Because Walmart during back to school will have deals on the smaller sets, like the 24. I don't have a 24, but they will have, I've seen deals on the 12s and the 24s, and maybe they do with the 48s online, I don't know. But Amazon also has the back to school deals. But the best time, I think, to get them is Black Friday. So here you go. You're going to think I'm crazy, right? This is a 72 set of Prismacolors that I had purchased from Amazon on Black Friday, and I believe these were $18.99. Now that was several years ago. Prices have gone up and inflation and everything. But yeah, these, I'm almost positive, were $18.99. If they weren't, I know they were not over $25. I know that for a fact, but I'm almost positive they were $18.99. And then so I have lots of backups with these too. So I am a Prismacolor hoarder, but I can't say I'm a hoarder because I use them. Let's see if I can get this other tray out here just so you see what you're getting with the 72. And some, like I pulled one out from here, I think it was like the green. I love my Prismacolors, so I'm always going to want to get them. That being said, you guys see, and you can, I'll take the criticism if you want to give it to me, if you feel like you have to do it, that's fine. But I showed you my 150, I showed you my 48, I showed you my 72. Now, you're going to really freak out. I'm not going to show you the others, but I am going to tell you that I have another 3 150 sets. So I have 3 sets of 150, and then I have the 72, and I have my 48, and then I have the other one in my green case that I'm currently using. I'm set on Prismacolors for the rest of my life. I understand that, and I'm fine with that, you know, and if people don't get it, that's okay. That's okay. You don't have to. We are all different. Everyone has their own thing. You know, it's just the way it is. I love my Prismacolors, and I don't want to be without them. I have this case that my friend who was clearing out her supplies gave me, and I had some extra white and different colors, and I stuck them in here too. So I have this. I have a lot of Prismacolors, and I'm okay with that. I am 100% okay with that. So, on to the next ones. Let's talk about Black Widows. Are Black Widows a thing anymore? Black Widows had a moment when they first came on the scene, and I believe, no wait, these are not the Black Widows. Are these? No, I'm sorry. Okay, never mind. Forget the Black Widows right now. These are the Kalours. Now I mentioned the Kalours that I showed in the video about budget supplies. I told you I had 2 sets of Kalour. I had the 180, and I believe, let me look because I have my thing here. Actually, I'm a little bit more organized this time. I have the 240 and the 180, and then I have the macarons. Yes. Okay. So this is the 180 set. These are black barreled, and I'm assuming these are still available on Amazon. These are black barreled, and they differ from the other set that I showed you previously in the other video. These, they're still the same pencils. I mean, they're good. I love them. You can see that I have used them. But I will say with this barrel, it's very smooth. Super, super smooth, this black barrel. And when I color with it, it's probably the way I hold it with my hand, with my arthritis. My hand slides down the barrel. So while I'm coloring, you know, doing this, slowly, because the barrel's so smooth, my hand slides down, and the next thing you know, my fingers are like underneath the lead. And that can be a little bit difficult for me. So I have to grip them a little bit tighter, just because the barrel is so smooth, and it doesn't have anything to do with the performance of the pencil. I really, really like them. But these, they're a little bit, and I could get like a grip, you know, I have some grips. I could put one of those on there, and I probably will at some point. But that is the 180 set. And then I have the ones I showed you the other day, which is the 240 set. And we've already taken a look at those. Now, these are different. They don't have that black barrel on them. It's, I don't know what this is, paint or whatever they cover it in, but it's not slick like the black barreled ones, and I don't have that issue in these. So I do reach for these a little bit more often. A long time ago, I did actually research to do this video, and then I never filmed it, but I filled out the swatch card that came with this set, and I went through it. I never do swatches, you guys, hardly ever. And I went through it and I marked the ones that were different. So like what was included in the, that were not repeated in the 240, that were in the 180, but you did not find them in the 240. And then I also had swatched out the macarons. I think that's what they were called, the pastel ones. I had swatched those out because I included those in this case also. Love my Kalours. I absolutely love them. But you guys know that because we already went over them in another video. All right, I'm gonna check my time really quick because I don't want to make this one be too long. Oh, okay, we're good. We can still talk about a couple more sets, so that'll be nice. Maybe I'll actually be able to do this in 2 sets or 2 videos. I don't know. We'll see. So the next ones I'm just gonna randomly grab here. Let me move my, there we go. I have these in this case. I'm a big case person, in case you can't tell. These are the Blick Studio. So when adult coloring was like super popular in like 2017, 2016, even into 2018, Blick kind of had like a really big boost, I think, to their colored pencil sales, because everyone in the coloring community was really embracing all the different brands of colored pencil. And Blick house brand was one of the ones that people really seemed to latch onto and that they liked. And I think this is a 72 set. I'm almost positive that's what it is. And I think this is the largest set at the time. They might have more now. I don't know for sure. But at the time, 72 was the largest set. And they were quite reasonable. I don't remember how much they cost, but you know, you got them from the Blick website or in the Blick stores. I'm blessed to have a Blick in my area very close by. So, but I think I ordered these online. I'm pretty sure. But you can buy them open stock at the Blick store. And people really seemed to like these pencils, and I bought them, and they're okay to me. I'm like looking for a scrap paper that I can use. You guys will be able to. That one's a little dingy. They're okay. I don't reach for them super often, just because to me, they're a little bit oddly smooth. Does that make any sense? Let me see. I'm trying to grab it, you guys. I'm sorry. Here's a printout that I had that did not print well. And we will use that to do an example. Yeah, I had a printing error in some of these papers here. So I'm going to use this. It obviously did not print out well. But they're just a little bit like, I don't know, like I said, oddly smooth. So this one, this red here, Carmine, I believe, it's just, I mean, you can see the laydown. It's nice color, you know, but they're strange to me in a way. Like they have a strangeness. I don't know how to explain that. But they're nice. They're nice, and they lay down well, and I don't have to like push down hard or anything like that. But they're very smooth, which I guess we should want that from a colored pencil. But there's just something, I don't know, something about them that is weird to me. I don't know what it is. It's hard to explain. You ever get like feelings about something that don't make any sense? But yeah, so these are the Blick 72 set. And then I also have here, this is, I believe, the Arteza. The Arteza, let me put my glasses on and I can tell you exactly what they're called. These are the Arteza Expert. Arteza Expert. And I don't know, is this a 72 set also? I'm thinking probably. I'm thinking that it probably is. I have not used these very much. They are ones that I always tell my husband he can use because sometimes he'll color with me. He's going to color with me on May 4th. We did that last year together, a Star Wars coloring, and we'll do that again this year. But these also are not my favorite. So let's grab this one, is Orchid Purple. I feel like the lead is thick on these. Does that make sense? Like the lead feels thick. It's kind of weird. And these also have that strange, like, the way they lay down to me is just kind of soft. I guess when I say soft, I don't mean like the lead itself is soft. I mean the color payoff is soft. And I'm not sure how I feel about that. But it's pretty. I mean, it's vibrant and everything. But then even if you press harder, it just seems like you have to really push down to get that vibrant color payoff. And I can't do that very well with my hands, the way they get tired quickly if I do that. So yeah. I mean, they're pretty though. They have a nice color selection. As far as I know, these pencils are still available. I don't know for a fact, but most of these were purchased in the heyday, you know, when everybody was buying, like, we were all influencing each other like crazy. If we saw it on one channel, like the people that I watched consistently was Reading with Pugs. I watched Shalene. I watched Lavelia, and I still watch her. She's still putting out videos, and I think Reading with Pugs, Jen, is about to start, I think, within the next few months, begin uploading again on her channel. Shalene is still uploading, but I don't know if it's coloring content. I'm still subscribed to her, but I think she does a lot of cross stitch, and I think it's that stuff. But we would, you know, we would see this on these pencils on someone's channel, and then everybody bought everything that everybody else had. You know, it was like a thing. We did that, you know, and I've slowed down on that a lot now, so I don't do that. But these were the Arteza. I believe these are the 72s. I think. I didn't count them before the video. And then let me look at, okay, we got a little bit more time here. I'm going to show you these. These are from my friend. This is a totally random Miscellaneous. She's a labeler, my friend. She's orderly. I am not. So as you can see, this one says Miscellaneous Skin Tones, Whites, and Blenders, Koh-I-Noor Polycolors, and Koh-I-Noor Tricolors. So she was getting rid of a lot of her coloring supplies. I should have had this unzipped. And she asked me if I was interested in, you know, some of the stuff, and I definitely was. And the Koh-I-Noor pencils, I had no experience with them whatsoever, although I had used the Koh-I-Noor colorless blenders, and I liked those. And I had seen the pencils at Hobby Lobby, but yeah, so I went ahead and let me get this unzipped a little bit more here. So I had seen, like I said, the pencils at like Hobby Lobby, and other people had them, and I was interested in them. So I said, yeah. So I don't really know. This is like a mishmash. So these are the Koh-I-Noor Polycolors. And these were, I think, barely used, or maybe like lightly used. But they seem really nice. I just played with them when she brought them to me, or sent them to me. But I really like, see this, when I do this with this one, I love that payoff. Like instantly. I feel so, I don't know, like, and then you build it up and it just seems, I don't know, this is my jam. Like, I'm going to have to play with these more. Just use them in something because I really like that. So that's really nice. So that is the Koh-I-Noor, I don't even know if I'm saying that right, Polycolors. And I don't know much about these pencils. And then she has Oh, there's a random Holbein in here. And then these are the tritones. And these I got really excited about because they're very similar to the rainbow pencils that I showed you earlier, but they are a smaller color family. So you're going to get 3 shades in one. And I absolutely, where's the one I liked so much? This one. This one just made my day. So this one, I guess they're not. Oh, this one's called Volcano. It says these are from the Czech Republic. So you're going to get these 3 colors in there. Orange, like an orangey yellow, a warm red, and a green. And I don't know. This makes me happy. Like, these bring me joy. Look at that. I don't know, you guys. That just really, really brings me joy to see that. I love it. And I know that some people don't like the idea of not knowing what you're going to get. Because see, as you can tell down here, it's starting to get into that green area. But I love that. I think it's super fun. So yeah, these are really cool. These tritones. So I definitely want to play with those for sure. So there's, let's see, 4, 7, 10, 14, 17, 20, 24 set of these. Very nice. And then it looks like she had thrown some random, here's 2 white Prismacolors, here's some 2 Caran d'Ache colorless blenders, and these are Derwent Drawing in Chinese white. I'm not sure what those are. And then here we have some more Caran d'Ache Illuminance. Looks like I have these blender pencils, and there's a Lyra Rembrandt blender, and Blick Studio Gold and Silver, and there's a black luminance also. So all kinds of random stuff in this. This is just, she sent them to me, and I put them away, and I haven't really touched them since, so I'm definitely going to have to do that. All right, I'm going to check my time because I don't want to go too long. And like I said, then we can start another one. Okay, we're at 26. So I am going to stop this one. So I hope you enjoyed it. I know it's kind of random and weird just to be showing these, but I still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, probably about another 12 sets to show you guys. So definitely let me know what you think about these pencils, if you have any of them or are interested in any of them. Let me know your thoughts on them, and I will try to link what I can in the description section below. And they will be affiliate links if they're Amazon, just so you know. But yeah, so I hope you're excited about the pencil collection series. I just thought would be something interesting to do. And then if you have any other ideas that you want for videos for my coloring collections, or seeing me color, or just anything, you know, just let me know, because I'm really trying to get my channel going again. I'm really trying to take it off. I have given myself a 90-day commitment where I upload consistently every week for 90 days to see how much growth I get from that. And so I'm really working on that, and I'm seeing results that I really appreciate. You guys don't have any idea how much this all means to me, that you watch these videos and comment and like and everything like that. So give me some ideas, or ask me some questions or anything. But I will see you guys in the next part of this pencil collection video, and hopefully it won't take me too long to get that out for you. Have a great day.